Okay, so I'm going to keep that on the list. Again, CGC, I guess it's just going to take its time. XLRN, I do still have open, although I would like to short a little bit higher than that exact low. It's going to short right at the 10 EMA. I'm going to try not to mess with it too much. Let me just give it a few minutes. But again, Twitter kind of looks kind of nice. Tesla, nope, Tesla does not look like it's going to go higher, at least for right now, and that's okay. I'm not in Tesla for a day trade. Yeah, I guess we're just kind of chilling out right now. Somewhat chilling. Chillville. All right. So again, we have a decent list. Let me just go look at Roku to see what Roku's doing. Roku a little sideways right now in the moving averages. It's a little sideways. Had a good opportunity to buy the dip. And Yum China, again, really pretty move. I'm going to do my absolute best to keep an eye on this one. If you've already played it, congratulations. I mean, I would have tried to have been in this a long time ago. Love, love, love the volume coming in. Looks great. I have a trader. I think it's Holly, looking at Zoom. Zoom right now, just trading sideways, honestly. Pre-sideways on Zoom, inside day candle, no real direction or edge right now, so I would not worry about that one as a day trade. Salesforce, ticker symbol CRM. Salesforce has really good edge, really good direction, really good trend, and is working on continuing higher. So I do like a little bit of a bearish candle that's coming in on Salesforce, Curtis. If you're looking at going bullish on Salesforce, you probably could just go in bullish above that candle with the stop right there. Since you have a bearish candle coming in, this is how I would probably play Salesforce as a day trade if you're looking at playing it. I'm going to personally wait because, again, we got a lot of things to look at and a lot of things to watch, but that's what I would do. All right, back over to XLRN, 77.94. My debate is I'm trying to short this higher if I can. I don't really want to wait for it to break the low of the day before I go short because that's just too easy of a price to see. Because what's going to happen right now is if I got in short, it would be at the 10 EMA on the 3-minute. Okay, so let me do this. I'm going to cancel XLRN day trade for now. Peter says, too easy to see is going in my notes. Yep, if it's obvious to you, it's obvious to everyone. Okay, my friends, I'm going to go ahead and cancel XLRN for this exact moment in time. XLRN, okay. So I've canceled that trade, and what I'm trying to do is see if I can short higher, because I don't want to short right at the low of the day, right where that 10 EMA is. And I don't technically have to short it at all. I don't have to do anything on it. But if I shorted here with a stop up here, I'd probably feel a little bit better about where I'm shorting. Because then by the time it makes a new low, I can exit some of my short for a profit. That would make sense. Let me just give that about 5 or 6 minutes because I don't have to take a trade on it. I'm just going to kind of wait and see what's going to happen. Jacob says, thanks, Jeremy. I made a little over 1 hour yesterday and just closed my position now for under half an hour. Got to head to school. Hey, man. Well done, Jacob. Making money and then heading to school. I like the sound of that. Very cool. All right, so again, CGC is still just kind of hanging out, but so far I don't hate the wave rotation. I'm not terribly upset about it. Again, I really like that setup on Twitter. I could or should or probably should be in, but since CGC hasn't quite moved as brilliantly as I would have anticipated. I'm just being a little bit patient on getting into another trade. It's not that I can't be in 2 trades at once. It's just rarely am I in 2 trades in the exact same direction with the exact same setup in the first 30 minutes of the day. So write that note down, ladies and gentlemen. That's important. Again, that's just for me personally, but I found that it works really well. So I don't take the exact same trade with the exact same setup in the same exact direction. I don't take more than 1 in the first 30 minutes of the day. You might remember taking, if I took 3D bearish or XLRN bearish, okay, cool. That's a totally different type of trade. I can do that. Or if I was playing a fade down, right? A gap down and a fade higher, I can do that because it's a different type of trade. But this is just a bullish continuation from a gap from yesterday. So if I was in both Twitter and CGC, they would both be almost identical type of trades. So Tesla, definitely keep an eye on Tesla. Definitely keep an eye on Tesla. AMD, again, I like AMD a lot. I'm just not in it per the rule I just talked about a moment ago. But I certainly could be, because that is a deliriously delightful hammer candle right there. That's a very, very good setup on AMD. I love, love, love that hammer. So I already know a few of my coaching students are in AMD bullish. Robert says, how does NVIDIA look this morning? It looks pretty much the exact same as AMD and Micron. So it looks good. It's a good gap, perfect hammer right there. So I'm assuming you probably got in above that price, Robert, 242.11 with a stop at 240.11, $2 stop loss. So yeah, man, looks as good as it can in this particular environment with this particular trade. If you get a 5-minute candle close above this bearish candle and this bearish candle, you should be home free to sell a little bit at 1R or exit everything at 1R if you need to. Michael Brady says Roku is coming into resistance at yesterday's gap. Roku coming into resistance at yesterday's gap. You are correct. So the high of that is 128.35. So it looks like Roku has another $1 or so to go. I am not in on Roku on a day trade right now, but you are correct. It does look like the rest of the broader markets. Sylvan says, I played that hammer. Loved it. Which one, my friend? On which stock? Was it AMD or Micron? The AMD one? Nice, 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 nice. Kel says, please review SPY. So SPY is a retest gap, white candle, gapping up. You have a lot of shorts yesterday, and this gap up is exceedingly strong. So we talked about that this morning. We've had the retest gap, and some buyers are coming in, stepping in, and buying up the price. So for me, it looks like a little bit of a bullish day, ladies and gentlemen. Buy some dips. We'll go try to find some other dips that we can buy, but we are in a bullish day trade right now. And if it keeps on crushing, then beautiful. Daniel says, can you explain why SEQUX looks the way it does? I can't find that ticker, Daniel. Don't know what you mean, man. Rethrow that ticker in the chat pane. I'll be happy to pull it up. Thomas wants to know, should I sell a covered call on Square now? Whew, Square looks bullish. Can I say no? Is that okay, Thomas? I'd wait, man. It finally looks like Square is just starting to stretch its legs and get going. I would wait. Unless you want to do an 85 for March. 85 doesn't look terrible. It is over earnings, and you could get $1.50. So 85 March covered call would be over earnings. It's not a terrible spot, and you would get what? $12 additional per share. If you want to do regular February 85, you got 34 cents. It's not outrageous. It's not terrible. So yeah, if you want to do that one, that looks good to me. I love the stock, I love the trend, love the candle, love the gap, love everything about it. Be bullish. Go rock it. Jeffrey says, how would you trade Uber? How would I trade Uber? So I've been pretty bullish on Uber for the last, really since November. I've been moderately bullish on November on Uber. I like the gap up. I'd be bullish to neutral coming into earnings. Jeff, the real way I would play it is kind of the way that myself and JL and a few other traders have been playing it. If you use Uber often, I would consider buying 10 shares every single month for the next 3 years, and you'll thank me in 3 years. That's how I'm suggesting that most people consider taking and trading Uber. So I hope that helps. All right, Facebook, says Jason, ticker symbol FB. Facebook, hanging out. Again, relatively decent gap, 5-minute chart, just kind of hanging out. You did have a very nice hammer here. So if you're going to buy the dip of that hammer, Jason, 214.33, I mean, you would just be playing that low of that hammer candle. But I don't see anything that I'm just in love with on Facebook, so I'd probably wait. Tesla looks like it's going to slowly struggle lower, actually. Aldo says, any stock for a put credit spread strategy? I talked about all kinds yesterday. LK, man. I would probably play LK. Has a lot of premium, a lot of volatility, all the way down in March. Dustin says he is in short on Tesla. All right, cool. Well, I'm definitely going to keep an eye on Tesla, really kind of neutrally. It could be bullish or bearish down here, but I'm going to watch it relatively closely. Josh says, how often do you turn a day trade into a swing trade? Almost never. Jesse says, Lyft seems to be much stronger. What do you think? I think Lyft is not stronger than Uber. And I think also that it eventually can break out and have a lot of upside and a lot of volatility, but it's going to take it until earnings before that happens. So that's my answer, Jesse. It's in between the long-term moving averages. It's going to stay there until earnings. And if it gaps up on earnings, it could be a very strong move. But until then, I would just kind of wait it out. Whew, nice pop on the E-minis and SPY. Wow, that is really pretty. And our bullish trade on CGC is just floating. The good news is the longer it floats and hangs out and trades sideways like this, I think that it could break out again even more. So I still have my stop at 22.11 like a boss, and I'm going to hold it for about another 15 minutes, and then I'll increase the target and increase the stop in just a moment. Claudius has a question. He says, do you set alerts often? I do set alerts all the time. Reg says, about 10 minutes ago, 5-minute candles on NQ like a huge high wave, and it just broke above. Nice. I hope you crushed it. Hope you dominated that high wave candle, my man. All right. So XLRN, just trading sideways. Twitter, beautiful move on Twitter. And again, I'm not going to be upset about not trading this one. It was either this and or CGC. They were both the exact same look. The exact same look. And I didn't want to be in 2 trades, you know, on the free week. They were the exact same direction. Because I don't know how much you guys are risking. I don't know how you're doing for the month. But if you did play Twitter, congratulations. I mean, it's a really, really clean setup. Really nice move. Robert says Twitter was a great example of a retest. Great example. Yep. Textbook. Tesla does look a little on the weak side. I'm keeping an eye on it. AMD, just hanging out. Beyond Meat, I'll probably be able to take that off the list before too long. Roku, also hanging out. Micron is trying. 3M can't catch a break. All right, so let me see if 3M is going to do anything interesting. Aldo, are you still here? Because you were asking about put spreads. 3M is a pretty big down day right now, and it could be an opportunity for a put spread. Let's see, 142 is the adjusted 156. All right, so you're probably looking at a 150. So Aldo, you still here? He says, yep, I'm still here. All right, so 3M, because again, you want to sell puts on down days. That's the thing. So yesterday was the perfect day to do put spreads. That's why I was talking a lot about it yesterday. 3M, March, 150, 145 is not bad. I mean, that's $17 away, and it's below the 100 simple on a monthly chart. So 150, 145 for March. Right? So you're looking for stocks that are weak and stocks that are down. MKC would have been an absolutely superb stock to sell a put on today at open. Right? It just gapped down and it got immediately bought up. So you would have done it. You would have sold it at open around 160. You probably would already be able to buy that one back. Again, pretty much anything China related yesterday was really good to sell options on. Yum China, great gap on Yum China. I just simply plain old missed this one. I didn't have this one on my radar. Did not have this one on my radar, but that is a beautiful, beautiful gap. Look at all that volume coming in. Jiminy Christmas. Robert Falco says, yep, I just bought to close Alibaba put sale for a 50% premium capture. Nice. Nicely done. Yep, that was also a no-brainer put sale yesterday. Again, Baba, a relatively strong, slightly profitable company, gapping down into a really strong bullish trend. Great put sale. Awesome stuff, man. So great job, man. Let's go look at Kronos and ACB and see what they're doing. CRON, inside candle, interesting. ACB, trying to bounce, extremely weak though. Tilray, so we talked about Tilray yesterday. TLRY, Tilray working on trying to bounce. Because again, I'm looking at some of the sector because CGC is just not cooperating right now. So my question at this point, since we've been CGC almost an hour, is how long should I hold it? Because it missed target 2 by literally a bid. It hit 23.45 and just didn't get filled. You do have the 200 simple on a 5-minute chart. I don't know if that means much. Let's go look at the VWAP for all my VWAP friends. The VWAP on CGC is 23, so I guess we got to let it retest that a little bit. It hasn't actually hit the 10 EMA yet on the 5-minute, so I guess I'm just going to keep waiting. Jim, Jim likes playing these high flyers. I like it, Jim. You're my kind of guy. Progeny, man, Progeny has been nice. Progeny, what a gorgeous little trend this one's been in. Nice trend, great gap. That is a beautiful open, Jim. Man, let me put that on the list. Really just to kind of watch it, because type in a 7, ladies and gentlemen, if you should know how to play, or if you know how to play that exact setup right there. Yes, beautiful. A lot of 7s, because this one should be pretty easy, right? You have 2 high wave candles back to back. Even Matt DeLong could have taken that trade. Entry there, stop there. A lot of you were asking yesterday about high wave candles, what they look like, how they look, what they're made of. Take a screenshot. Because again, here's the daily chart. And we'll go back one day, just one day.